you about the kicks. What are those? Where are those? And will the team win in the tournament?
Oh, no, the team won't wear these. These are my shoes. They're the Galaxy Rookies. The shoe is called the Rookie, and it's the Galaxy colorway.
Is that like another signature that's going to hit the market at some point?
Yeah, they're going to re-release these. They released them a long time ago, and they're going to re-release them.
With your approval?
Oh, of course.
How many different pair of shoes now?
Man.
1 cent thing.
Might be like 9 or 10.
How many pairs of shoes do you own?
I haven't counted in a while. That's a lot. I own a lot.
Estimate?
Do you have a specific closet just for shoes?
Yeah,
You do?
I do. Let's see. I'm guesstimating now probably 250 now. I used to have way more. That's all.
A favorite pair? What's your favorite?
He's like, what do you need all? Anything with my logo on it. That's just a blessing, you know?
Yeah. What's your favorite pair?
Probably the penny one. The one that came out with the, that we wore in the Memphis Madness.
No, yours is fun.
That was the first shoe.
Okay, about the seeding. You're set now. You know where you are. You know who you got. How do you feel about it?
Well, I mean, we put ourselves in this situation. I mean, it wasn't. We had an opportunity to do something about it earlier and didn't. Went in losing 4 out of 5 and losing 3 in a row. That really hurt. That skid. After that, we did step it up. Started playing really good basketball. We lost at UCF and at Cincinnati, but 2 games that could have easily been won. One at ECU and at Wichita State, and then took care of home. So with the seeding, we know what we have to do. You know, we have to worry about senior night first, and then going into the tournament, it's 1 game at a time.
How much do you use this game as just kind of a preparation for the tournament without overlooking this game itself?
We would never overlook this game because, you know, we still have goals in mind, and we still want to kind of, you know, play tough at home, and you know, we don't want to have a letdown because we want people to, when they come here, to feel like, man, it's going to be tough to win in Memphis, and that's what we want. And Tulsa beat us up pretty badly, probably our worst game of the year. Even the South Florida game, the Tulsa game, they just kind of handed us a tough loss.
Knowing that, you know, this is your first senior class, kind of how do you feel about them? I know we interviewed Kareem earlier in the week, and he said when you got here, everything just felt better, like you felt good about everything. Knowing that the guys feel that way about you and being your first senior class, what's that going to be?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird because this is my first year and I didn't have 4 years with these guys, but just being a big family this year and getting to know them, they're all great kids, and it's going to be, you know, I'm going to be happy on the inside for them because this is their last. It's a bittersweet because they're leaving. I wish I had more years with this group, but for them, I'm happy. They're going to, hopefully they enjoy the night and take it in, and it's just their last regular season game.
Can you give us a couple of quick tidbits on like Kareem and Mike Parks and how you've dealt with them?
Yeah, well, you know, from Kareem, he's always been a hard worker. He's a guy that's, you know, always wanted to show me that he was going to give effort, and we never have to worry about him giving effort. He was the guy that wanted it right away. Mike Parks is another guy. He played a lot last year, had to kind of share minutes with Isaiah Maurice. Was a little down, but always just positive though. You know, was down because he felt like he could have been playing better all year, and a guy that I've had the most conversations with really, but kind of another leader outside of Jeremiah. Rainier has done everything that I've asked of him. You know, we needed him to guard the other team's best player on a nightly basis and giving his all. Kevin, probably the most talented. We have a really good relationship, you know, in practice, always, you know, joking with him about, man, if you're unstoppable, you know, nobody can guard you, and he knows that. And most of these guys want to go on and play after basketball, so they talk to me a lot about, you know, what they need to do to get ready and prepared for that as well. So, you know, it's been fun coaching these guys. It's been an experience that I'll never forget because this is my first time around.
The one kid you got that's a Memphis kid, Jeremiah, your thoughts when you go out there and hold up the jersey with him?
Yeah, it's 4 years, 3 different coaches, beat the odds because nobody gave him a chance to be where he is right now. Hometown kid, didn't have the big name coming in and leaving out with a bang. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better from his point of view. And as a coach, to be able to have him this year, we wouldn't be where we are right now without him, and how well he played in February, and where we're going, you know, forward. So it's going to be a good feeling. Not only because he's a good kid, not only because he's from Memphis, but he's been here 4 years and earned his stripes for sure.
Your thoughts thoughts on senior nights, and also any regret that you didn't have that night, like you could have walked down with your grandmother?
Yeah, it was kind of weird because I knew after my junior season it was probably going to be the last one, and I didn't get the opportunity to just, say my farewell to the fans and everything, even though I got my jersey retired when I got to the league. But that senior night is special because it's you and the other guys that came in with you usually, and it's big because you're saying this is the ending of this and the beginning of something else. So I hate I did miss senior night because it is a special night.
I think you guys have a 2 o'clock game time on Thursday for the first tournament game. Would you advise Tiger fans to start arranging to burn vacation days?
Absolutely. To all of the Tiger fans, we need you in the building. It's time to start using those vacation days for sure.
As a coach, how do you manage the emotions of that senior night? How have you done it in the past with your high school teams?
You know what? It's just tell them to have fun. You never know. I could just only imagine, and I don't know how Keevan and Ray and Mike and Kareem are going to feel, but for Jeremiah, it's just different because he's been here 4 years. And it's not like they're not going to say, hey, man, this is my last regular season game in college and be emotional about it. But the only way that you can kind of monitor it or kind of help them through it is just to tell them to have fun. And that's easier said than done.
Well, I guess plus the fact that he is a Memphis kid, like you said, and that has to mean just that much more when he walks out there and sees people.
Yeah, all of it's going to hit him at once because he came from a great program at Mitchell High School, winning back-to-back state championships, and then to come here, and like I said, going through 3 coaches in 4 years and never making it to the NCAA tournament, and now he has a legitimate opportunity if we take care of our business in the conference for sure to make. To the NIT, not NIT. Well, we got an NIT bid, but to make it to the NCAA, and for that, I think that he's going to be emotional behind that.
On the eve of the last regular season game, do you have any, I won't say regrets, but any, I wish I would have done this or I hadn't done that up to this point?
I think that everything happened for a reason, the way it was supposed to happen throughout this season. Of course, we felt like we had some games that we should have won, that we kind of let get away from us. But other than that, the experiences of the wins and the losses have helped all of us, especially me.
You've had, since you've been here, and I think the school announced that they had like a $2 million increase in ticket sales from the previous year. Anything you want to say to the fans as far as this is the last regular season game? They've got some more coming. But when you go out there and how much it reminded you of your Pyramid days and just what it means to the players to go out and see people in the stands.
Yeah, well,
lots of people.
First of all, you know how I love this city. I did this for the city. I wanted to give back to I've always given back to the community, but coming over here and coaching was a dream. And to be able to have the city behind me and the fans, we have the best fans in the world. I just did a national interview and just talked about how our fans have just embraced everything that's going on since I've been the coach. And, can't thank them enough, for sure. It's just been an amazing run, driving around, seeing Memphis flags, the Memphis blue, back in the city has been a great feeling.
This time last year, you were preparing for the high school state tournament. Now that you've been removed from that side of things for a year, you have another year where Memphis teams are sending 5 teams over to Murfreesboro. From your new eye and your new perspective, just how good is high school basketball in Memphis and the potential that they have? It's
really good. We have a ton of talent. The 3 years in a row that I went, it wasn't any knock against anybody else, but it was almost Memphis championships, especially the large schools, every year. And we actually beat 3 Memphis teams, in the championship. So that lets you know the amount of talent that we carry from single A to double A to triple A in this area. It's very competitive. You grew up in this city. Basketball is going to be number 1. Maybe in the other side of Tennessee is more football and not as basketball oriented, but here it's all about basketball.
How big of a whirlwind has it been for you since you won that state championship up until now, almost 51 weeks or so?
Oh, it's been huge. It's been from day one. It's been nonstop, but it's been a great ride because leaving that state championship game and coming back to Memphis and being here March 20th and during the press conference till now, it's been a quick blur, honestly, because everything's just been going so fast. But I've enjoyed every piece of it.
That's good.